Welcome back, children. In my previous class, when I discussed with you about the modern period, some of you asked about some of the terms. So, first, let me discuss those terms which you have asked. In it, first one was Sepoy Mutiny. I told you that it was a very big incident in our Indian freedom struggle. You have asked about the meaning of Sepoy Mutiny. Sepoy means soldiers and mutiny means revolt. The revolt which was started by the soldiers. And this Sepoy Mutiny is the another name of First War of Independence which was fought in 1857. Now the question comes, why this movement was known as Sepoy Mutiny? Then the immediate cause of this revolt, although so many causes were there, but the immediate cause of this revolt was to introduction of Enfield rifle in British Army. Britishers introduced Enfield rifle, and it was a rumor that the cartridges which was to be fitted in that Enfield rifle was greased with the fats of cows and pigs, and soldiers had to bite off the cartridges with their teeth before fitting it into the rifle. As you all know, for cow is very sacred for Hindus and Muslims hate pigs. So Hindu soldiers and Muslim soldiers, they started revolt against this rifle, and they told that they would not use this rifle. You must have heard the name of Mangal Pandey. In Barakpur regiment, Mangal Pandey, he was a soldier, he refused to use this. And then this news spread to Meerut cantonment, and there also the soldiers refused to use that Enfield rifle, and the revolt was started. As this revolt was started by the soldiers, so this first war of independence is known as Sepoy Mutiny. I think now this term is clear to all of you. Now your second question was regarding INC. INC means Indian National Congress. It was established on 28 December 1885 at Mumbai, and it was established by whom? A.O. Hume. He was a Britisher. He helped the Indians to establish it so that one platform should be there where Indians could raise their voice against the Britishers. And the first president of Indian National Congress was W.C. Banerjee, means Umesh Chandra Banerjee. Then many of you asked about Home Rule League movement. I told you this movement was started in the year 1916 by an Irish lady. Irish lady means this lady, Mrs. Annie Besant, was from Ireland, and she started this movement, Home Rule League movement, at Madras, and Bal Gangadhar Tilak started this movement in Maharashtra. And the purpose of this Home Rule League movement was to attain self-government. Self-government means own government, not British government. The British government tried to crush the movement. Crush the movement means to suppress the movement. But the agitation continued, means Indians kept on revolting against the Britishers, refusing their policies. Then some of you have also asked about this Vernacular Press Act. This act was imposed and was brought by the Britishers in 1878. And according to this act, limitations were imposed on Indian press so that they could not criticize against the British government, and in this act it was there the Indian press could publish only those newspapers and magazines which were written in English language, and the ban was imposed on the newspapers and magazines of Indian press and Indian language, and so it was the censorship limitations on freedom of expression. That's why the Indians opposed it. Now you have also asked about administrative reports of government. Administrative reports of the government on tribes, castes and land revenue settlements are also very important source of information, and we could know about the modern period with the help of this administrative reports of government. The basic objective behind these reports or surveys by the British government was to learn about India before it could be administered effectively. Means to administer effectively on Indian people, it was necessary for them to know about our country. For example, report on the survey and settlement operations in the district of Champaran. Champaran Satyagraha you all must be knowing. It was related to indigo. In the next lessons we will read about this in detail. In Bihar, Gandhiji led his first Satyagraha in Champaran district of Bihar. Then you were also confused about Muslim League. I have already told you that the Britishers were practicing the policy of divide and rule to weaken the nationalist movement. On that basis only they divided Bengal also, but due to the revolt or rejection, Swadeshi movement, boycott movement, they had to restore the unity of Bengal in 1911. In 1905, they partitioned Bengal. In 1906, they helped the Indians to form Muslim League, and they encouraged the Muslims to form a separate organization of their own, as already Indian National Congress was formed, and so they helped the Muslims to form a separate organization of their own, and that's why Muslim League was formed in 1906 by Aga Khan. So Muslim League was formed in 1906 by Aga Khan. He was the religious leader, religious head of Muslim sect, and Nawab Salimullah of Dhaka, which is presently the capital of Bangladesh. Now let's come to sources of information of modern period, and it was very nice to see that most of you completed your homework and submitted it on WhatsApp group, and that was almost correct only. So as I told you, there are various sources of information about medieval period through which we could know about the modern period, and through which we could know about this modern period. And in this modern history, the sources of information, first one is British document. You all know that the remains of the past, like old buildings, artifacts, inscriptions, books and other documents, they all help us in reconstructing the history of ancient and the medieval period. But now we have to read about modern period. And so let us have a look at the source of information of the modern Indian history, which are preserved in archives, and we can see them also. We can read most of them. First in source of information was British document. The British ruled over India for almost 200 years. And the records of reforms, various reforms they introduced to pacify the Indians, to satisfy the Indians, because Indians were opposing the Britishers. First one, they introduced Morley Minto reforms. It was also known as Government of India Act 1909. Then in 1919 also, one act they introduced. It was Montagu Chelmsford Reform. Then report of the Simon Commission came in 1929. Then the Government of India Act was introduced in 1935. These all are important sources of information because they tell us about the condition of the people as well as administration of British government, British administration of that time. And we also get a lot of information from people also, various bills like Ilbert Bill. Ilbert Bill was passed by the Britishers, and according to it, Indian judges could try Europeans. And then Arms Bill. Arms Bills means Indians could keep arms without license. It was introduced in 1878. They tried to pacify the Indians, satisfy the Indians, and British Parliament passed these two bills. Ilbert Bill, which was passed in 1883, and in 1878 they passed Arms Bill. Second source of information of modern period, modern history, are books. Books, so many books were written at that time and they were printed also, and they all are preserved in public and private libraries. Most books like Anandmat was written by Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. Then next book was My Experiment with Truth. It was written by Mahatma Gandhi. Then Unhappy Indians was written by Lala Lajpat Rai. And these all are available even now, as they have been reprinted from time to time because they provide us lots of information about that period, and they are an important source of information of the modern period. The poetry, prose, drama, stories, autobiographies, biographies, these all were written in that period, and they all gave us the insight into the condition of that time, and we could know about the condition of that modern period, modern history. Then next information, source of information about modern period is letters, writings, speeches. These letters, writings, speeches, they provide information about the developments that took place during a particular period. For example, the collection of writings of Gandhiji. Gandhiji's writings, they are kept at Gandhi Smriti near Rajghat in New Delhi, and it is one of the biggest museum on Gandhiji. It has a library. In that library, 60,000 books are kept. It also has about 6,000 original photographs of Gandhiji. Then so many slogans. You all know Tilak's very famous slogan, freedom is our birthright and we shall have it. This slogan was given by Bal Gangadhar Tilak, and it inspired Indian people. Then one call was given by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. That call was, you give me blood and I will give you freedom. And like this, many other slogans tell us about the patriotic feelings. Patriotic means the feeling of nationalism, love for the nation, and the national fervor during our struggle for independence. These all provide us lots of information about that period. That's all for today, children. And your homework for today is write the keywords of this lesson in your history notebook, and those keywords I will give you on your WhatsApp group. Thank you.